Holy cow. So, hey, Gemly. Hold on. I want to go turn this light on. There we go. Okay. Holy moly, you guys. Oh my gosh. I don't even know what time it is. I think it's getting on the later side. But yeah. Anywho, guys, I am exhausted, as you can see. I'm looking at myself and I'm like, I am so exhausted. Man, my skin looks ratchet. So, I gotta be really careful. I don't want to knock this over, but there we go. So I'm in, hi Yosef. So I'm inside the house. I have been packing up the U-Haul all day, getting stuff sorted. I have got the biggest yard sale pile I've ever seen in any yard sale I've ever done. I've also got, I'm finishing up the master bedroom now. The spare room is done. Kitchen's done. Living room's done. So I'm finishing my bedroom now, which is only a couple more things to go through to sort for yard sale stuff. Man, I look wrecked. I'm not even kidding. I am so tired and I have a really bad headache. So I decided to take some medicine and chat with you guys while I wait for that to kick in and whatnot. So you guys, remember I told you guys I have really curly hair? So this is some of what I deal with my hair. So these are my weird like curls. This one's like all curly cued. But the rest of my hair has been straightened because these are a mess. So if you guys are wondering what's going on there, that's what's going on. And if I pull these curls straight, they're pretty long. So I try to like push them up into my ponytail. But anyway, you guys, I found something today that I hadn't worked on in forever. When I was going through my box, I have a box specifically with all my art and like music that I've written. And I mean like music. I don't like score that I've written and stuff like that for piano. So I have like, Sarah is losing her noodle outside right now. So she's actually hanging out with her boyfriend for a minute. We kind of both just needed like a timeout from doing all this work. And so I was like, you know what, you do that. I'm going to go live stream. But I found something and I read it to Sarah today. And I said, this is just the prologue. I have a good chunk of the story already written. But after reading the prologue today, I remembered why I was writing it. And I said, you know what, I probably should finish it. And Sarah goes, Mom, you need to finish that. And all I read her was the prologue, right? Or what they call the, like the prelude to the story. So it's like that opener to give you a hint of what's to come. And so I thought I would read it to you guys and let you guys also say whether or not you think it would be something really cool that I should finish. Now that I'm going to be on the road, it's going to make it, I love her laugh. It's going to make it so, I think it's going to make it easier to continue the story. When I first started this, I was in the military and I was traveling, and I remember where I was and sitting up. I had gone on a hike and I was sitting up on a mountaintop and I was looking out and I was just like, this is gorgeous. And I thought to myself, how cool would it be if there was a story based on these people with this amazing like gift and ability, like several different abilities that could benefit humankind, right? To benefit all of mankind. But of course you got to have a twist in there, right? So you got to have that twist of having people who want to take that gift to use it for, I guess you could say, for power and for domination or whatever. And so the story entails, you know, a woman's journey, this young woman's journey. Of course, it also involves immortality, but not in the sense of like vampirism, because that's not what it is at all. But what these gifts offer the people that have them is the gift of immortality, if they're blessed with this, and they're born with it, by the way. So it's not like something that can be like if I had that gift, I couldn't give that gift to you. People don't know that though. And so you've got people seeking out this gift, and it's only given to several people, like to a very few who are born with this, like these special gifts. And so there's this journey going into what this gift is, and that each one that has this gift, each individual that has it, there is a part of them that is missing. So there's a piece of them. And the only way for that piece to be together, that piece to be whole, to make their gift it's at its full potential, is to find their other half. So in the tale, of course, there is couples that are going to be male and female. There's going to be couples that will be both female. There will be couples that are going to be male and male. There will also be ones that are people who need to find their other half, but it's completely by being individual, and finding who you are completes the link. So there's a whole twist in this whole thing. So it's not just your classic, oh, girl has to find guy, he's her, you know, her second half, but she in return is also his. So the thing is they're born with a name, like not their name, but I mean they're born with a name that is instilled in them. It's just there, and they know it from start, and that is who they're looking for. And so I think it's going to be really, really cool. And I've already gotten a huge chunk of it written, so I wanted to read the prologue to you guys. The name of that I'm coming up with is called Of the Light. And so that's the title so far that I've come up with, because of this. Like I said, I've written a huge chunk of this. I have a whole lot more to the story, so I already know, like I can see it playing out already. Like I know the story in my head. It's there. You want to put it out there. So I wasn't sure if anybody would even join this late. I don't even know what time it is, you guys. Let me look here. Let me find out. Holy cow. Holy cow. It's 10 o'clock at night. How did it already get to 10 o'clock at night? So I don't know if anybody's here, but I'm going to read this to you. And you guys will have to tell me if you guys think I should continue the story. And would it be something you guys would be interested in reading or having me read to you once I have completed it? So this right here, like I said, this is just the prologue. I'm not going to give you guys any more than that, but I'm going to read this part to you. So it's Of the Light is the name of the book so far. That'll probably change, but that is kind of that's kind of the gist of where the story is coming from. So the sun breaks over the horizon, shining across the valley. It's difficult to see the valley from down here, but if you hike up in the mountains, you can see how vast and beautiful it is. Yet as the sun breaks over the horizon, I know another day has to begin. For me, a new dawn means more work to secure my future, as well as the others. We shall need more followers. And nowadays, they are hard to come by. Most do not believe, and the ones who do expect great power. This saddens me. There is so much with this gift, and if taken correctly, so much can be given in return. There is one I still seek. He is the part of me that is missing. I hope to find him soon. He has a very important part in all of this. My dear beloved Jonathan, I wish I knew where to find you. Soon my journey will begin. and I won't stop until he is found. So there you go. That's what I've got for you so far. But yeah, that's just like the very first page of the book. So that's like the first thing you're going to read before you go into chapter 1. But yeah, that's kind of a hint as to where the story is going to go. And like I said, they have this huge, like this, it's not huge, but they have this huge desire to find their completing half. But there's also less and less of these people, less and less of these gifted ones. And you should keep going. Definitely. That's what Sarah said too. She's like, Mom, you have to finish it. I was shocked when I found it because I hadn't even touched it in so long. And I was like, I don't know why I stopped. I think it was because I got writer's block and I kind of got choked up on it and was like, I don't know what else to do. So yeah, I definitely should pursue it now. I need to go through and read a couple, like read where I've already completed and push the story further. But so far what I do have in the story, I already know where he is, of course, because I'm the one writing it. So I already know where her journey is going to take her. I'm not going to tell you guys, but I already know. But I can say that, like in the beginning where it says there's less and less of them, there's fewer and they're harder to find. It's because, like I said, in there, the people that know about it are expecting great power from it. And so they are trying to find a way to harvest this gift from these people. And so it's harder to find the people. And then of course you have those people who just don't believe in the fact that these people that these people have gifts in that sense, and they don't believe it until the gift is used to benefit them. And then you run into the problem of people who the gift is used for becoming a problem in return, instead of taking what was given or what was offered or what was produced in help, and instead of being grateful, it ends up kind of backfiring on the gifted person. So there's a lot that goes into play there. So it's very, very hard, and they're fewer and far between. So I hear a Sarah.
Yes.
You might not want to get too far away from your Xbox.
That's fine.
So say hello, everybody. So, oh my God, I'm so tired. I'm not even kidding. I'm so tired. But yeah, so that's kind of the prologue of the book. That's like I said, when you open any really good novel and you open it up, this is kind of like the first part that you read that kind of gives you a hint into what the book will be about. So, you all right there, Turbo? You gonna take my sweater? She's like, yeah, I'm taking your sweater.
Huh?
I said, you gonna take my sweater?
This one will take you your sweater.
Yeah, but why not you wear the other bigger jacket?
Because this one. You said you don't wear this one. It's a
Yeah, I
lot.
just found it, so that's why. Yeah, I know, but that's why I found it. I found it when I was unpacking all that stuff.
Your creepster said hi.
Hi.
Oh, Nia said hi too. You said hi, Mom.
Hi. So they have powers when they're born. They're born with it. So they're born with this
Mom,
gift.
your creepster says hi.
Hi, creep. So they're born with the power, okay? And it's at a very, of course, when they're first born, they don't know they have it at the time. But as they grow, they're also born with the name. Like this name is ingrained in them. So the older they get, of course, once they learn communication skills, go through toddlerhood, all that, there's a name that consistently keeps going through them, that they know that this person is somebody they have to find. Like there's this drive within them, deep within them, that they have to find that person. But they have these gifts, these different types of gifts, and it's at a very minimal ability, and their full potential, the full potential of that gift will not come to fruition until they find that other half. Like that other half is what completes the ability, because the gift is done through both of them. Huh? Oh, they left a while ago.
I know. They're probably trying to find the kid.
So, kids. But yeah, so it's, yeah, so they have an ability to use to help when they can, but it's not like at its full capability. And of course, like I said, the other person that they're finding also has that matched gift. And to make that gift work at its absolute full potential and to benefit the human race and the future, and where the future for the human race is going to go, they need that other half. And like I said, it's not about a love story, because of course there's so many of those out there. This is not about a love story. This partner that they're looking for is their absolute. It is, there's no, it's not about love and ooey gooey, oh, I have to have him or I have to have her, kind of thing. This is an absolute on their part. And it is, it's kind of sad in a way when you think about it, because there is no journey for them to finding, like, you know, going on the dating scene and all that kind of fun stuff. Because they're born with this motivation and this drive, and it's already predetermined for them. This will be who their partner is, who they will reproduce with, because the way that gift is continued forward is through their gift. And so there's a whole story. Get out of my house. Get out of my house. Because we've had the house open. There's all the neighborhood cats that are here. They've all been trying to come in here. We don't want them in here. We had one of them that got stuck in here the other night and peed all over the bathroom floor because it got caught up in here, and it peed everywhere. Didn't pee everywhere, it peed in the bathroom. But yeah, so that's what I have. So I have a whole box. Well, it's like a little cubby drawer thing that I just moved all my arts and crafts and supplies into. That'll go into the RV. Get out of my house. Jesus. Do not need another one of you stuck in here. So I moved that over and I put it in its own binder. So that way I don't forget that it's there. It's going to be up on my bunk, and I'll be able to sit back and actually work on it now. As soon as I finish my schoolwork. I did have to take an hour off so I could turn in my stuff that I finished for class. That was fun. Let me tell you what. When Suddenlink, the internet service provider around here, decides, oh yeah, we should do a little bit of maintenance in the middle of the day without any warning to anybody, and you're in the middle of uploading said assignment, that's annoying. I ended up finally having to cancel the upload, then connect my hotspot, and then upload it using my hotspot. So I did get it done, but that was it should have only taken like 10 minutes to get it like submitted, but it took an hour. And that's only because I thought it was uploading, so I had hit the button to get it going and started doing some things. Oh, I closed another ring. And so I started doing a couple of things. I came back so that I could go ahead and exit out of everything, and it was not uploaded. And I looked and realized we didn't have the stupid box in here was not working, that the online button was not on, it was off. So I went online to check, and it was like, oh yeah, system's down for maintenance. I was like, you might want to let people know you're going to do that. But they're known for that around here. The Suddenlink internet provider is known for that. Good thing is we won't have them anymore after the 4th, which is literally just a couple more days. So I told Sarah, I said, we're going to load up the last bit of stuff that we can tonight into the U-Haul. Then I'm going to get up at 8 a.m., take this stuff over to our storage facility, unload it, turn the truck in. Yeah, they're the only service provider around here. You also have Frontier, but Frontier is more towards Old Bullhead, not this section of Bullhead. So you can't even get Frontier on this side of town. So the only service provider in this entire area where all the big businesses and stuff are, like where Walmart and Kohl's and Target and all them are, it's all Suddenlink. So yeah, all the businesses. I remember when I was working out at KFC, which is where I was working before I had to quit working, and like working there, I should say. I do work, but it's not for them anymore. But before, like when I was working there, we had Suddenlink, and they would do these random bouts of, oh, we got to do, whatever. And of course, as a business, you rely on your internet service. So like for us, we relied on internet for all of our transactions, everything. So you're for being able to pay with credit card or debit card or whatever, you need an internet connection, and it would go down, and we would have a line full of people and no way to take payment other than cash. And we'd have to tell them, I'm sorry, but our systems are down. You're going to have to come back with cash, or we're only taking cash orders. And like, no business, especially an entire city block, should have to be like, sorry, but we don't have, we can't take card right now, because who carries cash anymore? Apparently my volume tried to turn up. But yeah, so that's slightly annoying. But, it is what it is. We had it the other day where they were down for 3 hours. 3 hours, and I had 2 assignments that were due. And I had to get 2 pieces of information that I needed. Had no access to them. The internet finally was back on 35 minutes before I needed to put the assignments in. I'd already had the assignments completed, but I need 2 pieces. Like, you have to go in and you have to grab like the one piece of paper that goes for like your front cover, and then your other thing for your resource information. And so I needed both of those and couldn't get to them. And I had 35 minutes. By the time the internet came back on, I had 35 minutes until it was due to be turned in. And so, needless to say, thank goodness the 2 pieces I needed were already where they needed to be. I just had to plug the other things in. But yeah, so I'm going to be so happy, and I'm so tired, you guys. I'm going to be really happy once we don't have to worry about this anymore, because it is annoying. And where we're at, like, T-Mobile's signal is so weak that it's so hard. Like, when you want to use your hotspot, you need to really have a good, strong LTE signal, and we usually don't. And so it makes things super, super slow. And so I know that, like, when we go over towards where we're going to be at, the signal is really, really good and strong over there. So I'm like, yes, we'll be good to go. Because right here, it's not. Like, I'm lucky if we get like 1 bar on our phones over here. And don't even think about getting AT&T and trying to do anything over here, because you're not going to get nothing. AT&T, we even had to go to AT&T when we had AT&T. We went to AT&T and got one of their little tower boxes that's supposed to like boost your signal in here. And I was like, how are you boosting no signal? Because there's no signal around here. And I think we ended up finally getting it to where it was like 1 bar every now and again. And you had to be like in a certain little spot in the house to pick it up. And as a matter of fact, the spot in the house, and I think I talked about it in a vlog, was in the very, very back corner of the master bedroom, where we had to set the box up just so we could pick up a signal in the house. And I was like, what is that? So definitely don't do that. Sprint, Verizon do not work out here at all. You can't catch any signal. AT&T is really strong and really good in town. But when you start coming like into the housing developments, it's absolute crap. T-Mobile's probably our best bet. It's around here. You've got areas in town that doesn't matter what cell service you have, is a dead zone. Like going to my cousin's house is a complete dead zone. So I'm like, ooh-wee. That would be super difficult if we went out there to stay by his house, because, yeah, So anyway, you guys, I'm already over it for today. But I'm going to pull these last couple of bins out, pull the stuff out of them, put what's going to go in them, and then put those in the truck. And I think I'm going to call it, because I think that's what we're going to take over. Anything else that we find that we're like, oh yeah, we can take that to storage, like last little bits can go in the car. There's nothing else furniture wise that needs to go. Everything furniture wise is already in the U-Haul. So it's like literally the last like little snippets of stuff here and there that we're pulling out. And oh yeah, I need to get Sarah's dresser emptied because we need to go take that out there for the yard sale. Because we're doing a yard sale. I don't care. Like I'm literally willing to take any price for any of the stuff. I'm gonna let people just make an offer. You want it? Make an offer. Make an offer. Okay, you can have it for that. I'm not gonna set any prices on any of it. It's gonna be literally just make an offer. We have a PS2, PlayStation 2, what's it called? The thin one. So we have that with 2 controllers and 19 games. Then we have the Wii and the Wii Fit and all the games that go with that, which I think is like 7 games I have in there. Yeah, there's 7 games with that. And it's got the nunchucks, it's got the controllers, it's got the Wii Fit board. Got that going out there because we don't use it. So the PlayStation also has the dance pads because it has Dance Revolution. Like I think there's like 4 Dance Revolution games in there. Excuse me. We have the big queen box spring going out there. We have a big queen frame because I have the new bed, so I don't need the old frame and stuff. So I'm selling that. We have the bicycle out there. They just need to get a new front tire for it because the front tire on that one, we had an accident and the tire got all bent out of shape. So that's a thing. And then the big computer desk, the big TV stand, small desk, futon. Those are all going for sale. And then, of course, I have like a foot bath in there. We have shoes. I have a whole bunch of shoes that just never use. Like I got them from people that bought them for like gifts and stuff like that. You know, like, oh, we bought you a pair of shoes for like your birthday or whatever. And I don't wear them because I'm like super simple. I like either a pair of sandals or a nice, cute, comfy pair of tennis shoes. I have like 1 pair of actual heels that I wear for like nice occasions. And then I have a pair of like winter boots that I really love. And that's kind of it. I don't really wear a whole bunch of different shoes. So I have my Reborn. Yes. Sarah is taking her two of hers. The other ones she has sold. So she has her newest one that she finished making, her little baby girl, which is Freya. And then her toddler. Her 18-month-old one, which is, I forgot his name, Grayson? Not Grayson. Grayson was her little tiny one. Mason. And Mason. So she's bringing those 2 with her. The other ones she has sold. The other one she rehomed and gifted to somebody else. Because she was like, well, he was gifted to me, so I'm gifting it to somebody else. So she gifted her little one to someone else. And then she sold her other large one that she made. And so that worked out. So that's kind of like where we are right now with the Reborn. So I have my baby, the one that I handmade. And then she has her 2 that she's handmade that are going with us. But yeah. You guys, moving sucks. Like super sucks. See, if we didn't have to do this until June, this wouldn't be so hard. The only reason why it's hard is because I'm having to stop in the middle of everything during the day to get schoolwork done. Then like today I had to leave because I had to go into the lab because I had to do 2 projects in there because I missed last week's. And so I was just like, So I had to stop in the middle of everything I was doing just to go to the lab to do that because it's Friday, and got that done. Thank goodness that it didn't take me that long, which is really good. And the college is like right there, so I don't have to go very far. But got it done. Super aggravated because the one thing that I wanted to get done tonight did not get done tonight. So I have to go back next Friday. Which is fine. I mean, it's going to get done, but I was like, I like, as much as I would have loved to stayed and got it done, I only have the U-Haul truck for 24 hours. and I have to turn it back in tomorrow at 10 o'clock. So I was like, I can't stay. I can't. I have to get back to the house because I have to get the rest of this stuff loaded. So I was aggravated because I was like, I just want to get it done, because if I get this part done, then I won't have to stay for forever next week. And we'll be just like all situated by next Friday. So hopefully I'll be able to spend a couple of hours over at the lab and get a couple of these things done, because that would be really, really, really nice. Because I feel like I'm falling behind on the lab section of things. I'm not a fan of that. I'm like, I don't want to fall behind. I want to keep up with everything. So between working, editing, doing the RV, getting the RV situated, and then on top of that, getting everything in here done, and doing all my schoolwork has been way too much stuff on my plate. And then on top of that, having the family losses that we've had and having a friend pass away, it's just been like my poor brain all in, like, you guys, it's literally only been 4 weeks since all this stuff happened. And in that 4 weeks time, I have had our dog pass away, my uncle pass away, a good friend pass away, another friend passed away, and then we found out we lost our house. I had to get the RV situated and done and renovated, and all the plumbing replumbed. By the way, did not get the toilet out. I do not have the piece that I need to get the nut off of the stupid toilet. And I also do not have the seal for the toilet to put the toilet back on once I break the seal when I take it off. So I need to go to the RV store to get a new seal before I break this seal. So tomorrow is the yard sale. We'll do the yard sale. We'll get all this stuff out of here. Whatever I don't sell, whatever I don't sell in the yard sale is literally just going to get left out on the curb, and I'm just going to do a curb alert on Facebook, like, curb alert at such and such place, come and get it. So that's what we're going to do. But yeah, I'm so done, you guys. I am done. I'm like, I want to go and get the RV, take it down to Davis, hook her up, be like all set up, drive back down here when I need to, like, clean this place out. But I can't go to Davis yet until the 4th, which is what our reservation starts at, is the 4th. And so I'm like, I just want to be done. I just want to get out of this property and not have to see it again. And here's the thing, you guys, this whole move, as exhausted as I am and as like over it as I am, it is the absolute best decision. It's the best thing that could have happened. Last night, our neighbor behind us, it was a man sleeping in his yard. Yeah, I want to just be settled in and whatnot. I mean, we're not going to be at Davis like for an extended length of time. We'll be there for the month, and then we will, within the next couple weeks after we're all there, we'll figure out what our next move is. More than likely, we will be finding another location to go to. I would like to just do that month by month, just find a new location, and just kind of uproot and go, which will be nice because we won't have to stay put in one place. We may stay longer at Davis if we really, really enjoy it and we don't find something else. But we're not restricted to staying put. And of course, moving around isn't going to be a problem because everything that we need is already going to be in the RV. But I would really like to find a property, you guys, so that way we can put our stuff on our own property, park up and hook up when we want to. My ideal situation would be to find a property that has all the hookups and a garage. That's it. I don't need a big house. I don't need a house on it at all, to be honest. Just a nice double car garage with the hookups for an RV. That would be the absolute ideal situation for me. Now, I know that Sarah wouldn't be too happy about that. She would like to have her own bedroom, her own space, whatnot. But it's going to take a little bit more time for her to get herself situated to getting into an apartment. So that may happen a little bit sooner if a thing that we're working on comes out for her. If that whole situation works out, then she'll probably move into her own place in the next couple of months. So I would say probably by June, she'll probably have her own place, which would be a super huge benefit to her. And then, of course, I can do some rearranging and reset up in the RV to allow for a little more movement and space in there. Ow, my back. So, yeah. You guys, I am so beat. So I'm going to get off here. Say thank you guys for hanging out with me, those that came in. I'm going to get the last, I've got 3 bins left in here. 3 bins left in here and my big photo tote. I'm going to get the photo tote out, get it out into the U-Haul. These 3 bins, I'm going to pull them out into the center of the room, toss what's going into the toss pile, put the last bit of the sorted stuff in there and be done. Yes, thank you, Julie. Thank you for coming and hanging out. And I will be, I will keep you guys posted about the story. You guys have to comment below if it's a story you guys are interested in hearing and whether or not it'd be something that you guys would find really cool. It will be geared towards a more like YA audience, so kind of a young adult audience. So it's definitely going to be a very different, different pathway. So yeah, I'm excited to write it because of course I haven't read anything like it out there. And this isn't your like classic immortal type gift situation. So yeah, it's going to be really, really cool. So yeah, definitely if you're watching this after the upload and after the live stream, if you're coming in to watch this after the fact, you have to comment below whether or not you would like to hear the story. And I know Julie does. So you guys are amazing. I'm going to get off here, get the last of this. I'm going to push through this, you guys. I'm going to push through this. And then I'm going to crawl up in my bed. And I'm going to crash out and get up at 8 a.m. and go unload this U-Haul, because the U-Haul unloading is a lot faster than the loading it up. That's the part that kills me, is loading it up. But unloading it will be super quick. Get it into the storage unit, lock that thing up, turn in the truck, and come over here and set up the yard sale. And yeah, so yard sale will hopefully be live and in action by 11 a.m. And I'm going to be dead. I'm going to be dead to the world. You guys, thank you for being amazing, and we'll see you guys during life's next steps.